Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. What happened to XRP yesterday? Check out that wick. I mean, if I zoom in here, you guys can see, this is XRP on the daily, by the way. You guys can see that wick was followed by some heavy selling pressure. And then, we ended up back above 50 cents. Now today we're down a little bit. XRP right now trading in and around 49.8, so just under 50 cents. But, we did see it wick down to about 45.8. You guys can see up there, the low 45.8, and then right back up again. I mean, bringing up Bitcoin here, you guys can see there was a bit of a similar wick down here for Bitcoin, but we are in positive territory for Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now trading at $27,600 per coin. So it's quite unusual, I got to say. Here, let me throw XRP on the hourly here. And you guys can see on the hourly, let me just bring that up on the hourly. You guys can see a significant shift, that rebound, and now just kind of basing down and around here, trying to hold up that 50-cent support. But overall, the crypto market, guys, looking like a bit of a mixed bag today. Some green, some red, and cryptocurrencies on a whole not really moving too much. We're seeing some bigger movers in the 2% range. However, generally speaking, we're at 1 or under 1% for a lot of these cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin dominance too is slowly creeping up. If you guys have noticed, we were at very close to 50% the other day, and now we're over 50%. So Bitcoin is not really moving too much. However, it is still moving compared to altcoins. It is still moving higher. Now, apparently, and I did not actually know this, Benjamin Cowan points this out, okay? The most brutal part of the market cycle is now unfolding, and guys, he explains it here. Crypto strategist Benjamin Cowan says that the crypto market is entering one of the most brutal stages in its cycle. He told his followers on the X platform that Bitcoin dominance, or its total share of the crypto market cap, is now going up as risk appetite for the asset class declines. So, as I'd mentioned here, Bitcoin dominance going up, but what he notes here is this, okay? This is a quote. We've been discussing this phase of the market cycle for a while, namely where BTC drops, but Bitcoin dominance, or BTC.D, goes up because altcoins are dropping more. It is always the most brutal part of the market cycle. And so, guys, I've got money on the sidelines, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. If you want to follow my trades, I'm still waiting for those entry points. Let's bring up the total too real quickly here. Total 2 is down in around $512.9 billion. Let me take it off the hourly for a second, throw it on the daily so you guys can see that here. So we are coming right back into this level here. Let me throw a horizontal line on there to show you guys how many times this has bounced. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're even making another low here. So the altcoin market not looking too great in comparison, but apparently this has happened before and this is nothing new. In a YouTube strategy video, Cowan uses Fibonacci retracement levels to suggest that Bitcoin's dominance will likely peak at 60% as it did last cycle. I'm still a believer in 60%. It could be slightly different, like it could be 59, it could be 63, and some people say, well, what about stable coins? I think the stablecoin market is why it doesn't go to 65 or 70%. Bitcoin is trading for 27,400 as of the time of this publication. And so we also weighed in on Ethereum. But ultimately, guys, this is, just human psychology, how people feel about Bitcoin vis-a-vis the altcoins. And, we're not in the euphoria phase yet. The euphoria phase is really our focus for this trading cycle. And so for only $5 a month, you can follow me, my trades. I'm going to be posting them on the days that they occur within 10 minutes of me making the trade, just because I got to edit the video real quickly. And so I'm going to be posting my trades for those of you guys who want to see what I'm doing. And I'm opening up my entire portfolio. I've just decided it was just going to be the 10K plus portfolio where I was going to invest $10,000 into the market and show you guys what I was trading. But I'm even going to show you guys my XRP trades, my Bitcoin, and all those other altcoins that I hold that are excluded from the 10K portfolio. So it's going to be like a 20 coin, 25 coin portfolio, I think, by the end of it. You guys can see what I hold. I'm going to let you in on what prices I bought at too. So my cost average prices, all that fun stuff. So we can calculate together the percentage of profit we've made from all these cryptocurrency trades. And I mean, I've been noticing this too. Lord XRP here on Twitter. Big investors have accumulated 1.5 plus billion XRP and now hold around 26.8% of XRP supply, guys. So these are accounts completely transparent, how much XRP they hold. Notably, these addresses holding between 100,000 and 100 million. So in the top echelon, okay, they're disregarding anything under 100,000 XRP, have augmented their balances over the past year, according to a disclosure from market intelligence resource Sentiment. Now, they're mentioning that these have been accumulating over the last year. Not since the SEC verdict, but over the last year. Santiment confirmed that these key shark and whale addresses on the XRP ledger have continued to amass more XRP tokens despite a considerable drop in whale transactions on the network compared to the levels witnessed in 2021 and 2022. So Santiment here did post this. XRP ledger is seeing less whale activity this year compared to 21 and 22. Of course, those were very active years for crypto. However, this hasn't stopped the key shark and whale addresses from accumulating, guys. And now key sharks and whales are holding over 26%, so over a quarter of the XRP supply in existence. So what does that tell you guys? Investors interested enough that they are holding so much XRP because they know something is going to happen, whether it's in this bull run, whether it's down the road, but they want to be ready. They want to purchase it at 50 cents. They don't want to wait. I'm telling you guys, the accumulation phase is now all throughout 2022. Well, I mean, the tail end of 2022. And, then we saw that rally. But guys, now the retracement after the 23 rally, this is when we accumulate. So wanted to thank Lord XRP for posting that. This one, guys, too, from Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unboxed. Derivatives exchange Durabit to start XRP options trading in January. So we're seeing, again, another exchange here promoting this new product for XRP trading. In this case, options trading for XRP. In particular, Durabit has proclaimed it will provide options trading for XRP, Solana, and Matic. The exchange communicated the development via its official account on the X platform. They said we're bringing linear options for Solana, XRP, and Matic to the table. And so now XRP options are available for trading on Durabit, and that is going to be starting in January. So the CEO, he remarked here, is this the best environment to launch new products, or should we defer? That's what keeps us awake. We are expecting some increased volatility in January when we launch options on these three altcoins. Notably, Bloomberg highlighted that Durabit's expansion with the three digital assets marks a significant move beyond the exchange's limited offering. Specifically, Durabit's options trading supported only Bitcoin and Ethereum and USDC. At a certain point, it will now support XRP, Solana, and Polygon starting January 2024. So they're really looking to expand. And, obviously now XRP has that clarity. So I don't know why they selected Solana and Matic on top of it. Nevertheless, it is interesting. Some interesting choices there coming from Durabit. Anyway, wanted to thank Wheezy for posting that. So to me, guys, I mean, it's looking very, very promising. Satoshi Nakamoto, or the account associated, the X.com account, associated with the alleged Satoshi Nakamoto, the real one, he posted this cryptic message, backwards, and I have decoded it. I mean, it's not too hard to decode. The mystery of who I am will be revealed with lots of evidence in the year 2024. So it looks as though Satoshi's identity will be revealed this coming year, guys. I mean, it's going to be a very, very exciting year for cryptos. It's going to be the 2020 of last cycle. So for those of you guys who came in to crypto at this point in time in 2020, I know there are some of you out there that came in 2020. It is going to be the next 2020. So, I mean, save this Black Swan event here. It's going to be this year here, where we did see that initial pump for many cryptocurrencies, where we did see the Bitcoin halving in May. It was in and around here. So the Bitcoin halving occurred. We really started to see the market rally. And so, guys, that is what 2024 is going to bring. So I hope you guys have accumulated most of your positions, even if you are not following me on Patreon. And for the patrons too, I try to answer everybody's questions. So you have a direct line to me. If you do, in fact, join the Patreon, $5 a month. I think it's pretty good value for what you're getting, guys. Brian Quintence has also gone on the record. And guys, in the past, he's been quite critical. I don't know if you remember this video I did from about 2 years ago. Brian Quintence says Gensler messed up the CFTC. Will the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit change things? If you guys didn't catch this video, I guess I'll link it up here. It's not too terribly relevant today. However, Brian Quintence, former CFTC commissioner, now the head of policy at Andreessen Horowitz, tells you what is ridiculous. See the video to understand why they are opening a UK office, courtesy of Sento Sumo Saba here on Twitter.
The debanking issue, I don't think we have enough experience here in this market to really adequately talk about that. I did notice that JP Morgan Chase just announced a blanket ban on all crypto deposits and crypto clients, which I don't think is encouraging. But at least my reaction to what I've seen or been hearing is that it is more driven by banks themselves making those decisions, whereas in the United States, I think there's a strong suspicion that it is actually being driven by the regulators telling the banks that they are not allowed to bank crypto businesses. But I think it's important that legal businesses, regulated businesses, do have access to financial services. And again, in most cases, these are deposit accounts, right? This is not a lending activity. It's not a credit risk for the bank. There are examples in the United States where we can't even send founders a check for our investment because they can't get a bank account. I mean, that's ridiculous.
100%. And it's all because of Gary Gensler. So if you guys want to check out this video from a couple of years ago, I mean, just to give you guys some context on who some of these players are, because Gensler really messed things up. I'm happy for the Ripple win, but, it's still going to be an uphill battle for crypto in the US. Luckily, though, Ripple is continuing to build. Bancolombia and Ripple partner TerraPay have signed a cross-border remittance contract, guys. This one coming from Mike Manfield here on Twitter. TerraPay, the leading global payments network, and Bancolombia, Colombia's largest player of remittances, just announced the signing of their contract as part of their collective commitment to enhance financial inclusion. The two companies will enable seamless cross-border transfers connecting Colombians living away from home with secure, innovative real-time solutions to send funds to their loved ones in Colombia. So Ripple partner TerraPay, their reach and agile infrastructure connecting 100 remittance companies in the world, enabling the flow of payments between 200 plus send countries and 120 plus receive countries, is set to strengthen the domestic remittance market. At the same time, leveraging TerraPay's innovative payment solution will enhance Bancolombia's capabilities and reach exponentially, keeping in mind that today it has agreements with 17 remittance companies with a scope of 125 sending countries. And guys, here is a quote. "It is not a minor figure. Thanks to these agreements, Bancolombia is positioned as the largest player of remittances in Colombia." So they're leveraging DLT, RippleNet technology, to become the largest remittance provider in Colombia, guys, with the help of TerraPay. In 2022 alone, of the USD 9,429 million that arrived in the country, the entity paid 5,692. So over 50%. This new agreement with TerraPay will multiply these flows, especially with an ally capable of innovating with its solutions and infrastructure, says Cristina Arrastia, Vice President of Business at Bancolombia. So they're finding a new avenue to really elevate their business. Obviously, partnering with Ripple partner TerraPay is, the key, I think, for them to be the king company of remittances in Colombia. All these little companies, they're just finding a way, and, they really want to be on the cutting edge, especially the small guys. When you're a small company, your biggest dream is to, be able to play with the big guys and be able to compete with those bigger companies. So, for all these companies to jump on board with, the latest and greatest DLT technology, considering it is regulated, cryptocurrency, regulations around the world are a lot clearer in different parts of the world than they are in the United States. So it's makes sense that a lot of these companies are already acting and doing business to become leaders in their respective countries. Anyway, wanted to thank Mike for posting that. Guys, we've also been getting some misinformation lately, and, I picked up on this. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I know it has been floating around the XRP community. Misinformation today from the Wrath of Kahneman, coming from investing.com. They posted an AI-generated article talking about the Bank of Mexico planning to utilize Ripple's XRapid. So this has been circulating, but we know, guys, XRapid is old technology. It was later rebranded ODL, and now Ripple has rebranded that once again to be called Ripple Payments. So this is not that it's misinformation, but just very, very old news. So it's nothing new. A Finbold article claims there is a government document stating the agreement, but this is incorrect. The doc is a comment letter from Ripple on the 2019 circular. So Ripple has provided comment to many different governments. Then they seek policy input. This article was generated with the support of AI and reviewed by an editor. For more information, you can go to investing.com. So they have fessed up to using an AI-generated program. And this is the thing with AI, right? Everybody's like, oh yeah, artificial intelligence, it's so great. And one day it's going to be good. And I got to say, it is great for some certain things. But at the end of the day, you still do need to understand context and, have that experience in the space to bring accurate information. So here I am telling you XRapid, of course, if you guys haven't been in the space for a while, that is the old technology, then rebranded ODL, now rebranded Ripple Payments. Anyway, wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. And Cypress Demanding Core here, guys. Boom! Updated proof. Ripple and the SEC case is a distraction? What do you mean by that, Cypress Demanding Core? Well, he goes into it, guys, and I suggest you watch his video here. I will link it in the description of this video. I'm going to highlight some of the things he points out here a few days ago, okay? This was only from October 5th, 2023. Anchorage Digital and Eaglebrook advisors to offer crypto SMA platform for wealth managers. And the importance here, guys, is in the details, okay? Eaglebrook Advisors, one of the largest SEC-registered crypto separate managed accounts, so SEC-registered crypto separate managed account platforms, an institutional crypto platform Anchorage Digital announced a partnership providing financial advisors with streamlined access to cryptos. Guys, these are SEC-registered entities. The partnership provides financial advisors with secure and regulated access to digital assets through Anchorage Digital Bank, the only OCC-chartered digital asset bank which meets the SEC's definition of a qualified custodian. So the SEC has said, okay, these guys are ready to go. Here's a quote. After the recent SEC custody proposal, it is more important than ever for RIAs to safeguard digital assets with a qualified custodian. As a qualified custodian, Anchorage Digital Bank provides the regulatory certainty SEC-registered investment advisors need to safely and securely participate in the digital asset economy. So all copacetic, these guys have been through the rigmarole to become, registered and fully licensed, whatever, happens in the back end. We are proud to work with industry leaders like Eaglebrook as IRAs continue to turn to Anchorage Digital for safe, secure, and regulated crypto custody. So they want to be in the crypto custody game, and I see where Cypress Domenicore is going here. A bit of a stage, a bit of a ruse, a bit of a distraction, because if you guys remember from back in 2020, Anchorage, well, let me show you guys here. Crypto for institutions, okay? Anchorage Digital, one of the companies that is a part of this, and they have, big investors here like A16Z, Apollo, GIC, Goldman Sachs, a big bank in the US, KKR, and Visa, obviously a huge player in this space. And what Cypress Domenicore here noticed was very, very interesting, I gotta say. If you go down here and click Assets Supported, and you take a look at some of their supported assets here. Now, I was very familiar with this, but a great connection. You type in XRP, guys, and you can see XRP is one of those supported assets that Anchorage Digital custodies. Yes, the same Anchorage Digital that by the SEC's definition is a qualified custodian. Things that make you go, Now, what I would like to know, and I think I'm going to just try it here real quickly. Since I have you guys here, I'm going to go to the Wayback Machine and post this in their browse history because I want to know if this asset was supported during the time of the SEC lawsuit. But unfortunately, it's looking as though we cannot get an accurate page here. Wayback Machine has not archived that URL. Click here to search for all archive pages under Anchorage, under anchorage.com/assets supported. But you know what, guys? It's looking and it doesn't look like there are any URLs. So unfortunately, we cannot check. Today, though, it is listed, so I mean, it does make sense. Still getting me questioning why the SEC would have dragged Ripple into court if, in fact, Anchorage does custody XRP and the SEC has said, these guys are a qualified custodian. Things that make you go, right? The other thing I wanted to mention too, guys, was Bitstamp, how they are now courting European banks as the region's incoming crypto rules boost confidence. So these exchanges too, right? They are looking for an avenue to be able to trade crypto legally in their respective countries. The longest running crypto exchange says 3 European banks are in talks about offering crypto services, a stark contrast to the US where firms are wary amid a regulatory crackdown. And guys, again, this is coming from Bitstamp in talks with several big European banks to offer crypto services. This suggests that the European Union's markets in crypto assets or MiCA regime is helping TradeFi banks get comfortable with digital assets. In the United States, the opposite seems to be true. Note the cryptocurrency exchange that is doing this though, guys. Bitstamp, looking for that clarity in Europe specifically. And Ian Binns happened to bring this up. Plans within plans. Perhaps Ripple secretly acquired a stake in Bitstamp back in May of this year. For those of you guys who may have forgotten, Ripple, a prominent supplier of blockchain and cryptocurrency solutions for businesses, has made a strategic move to expand its global presence by acquiring a stake in the European cryptocurrency exchange Bitstamp. So we fast forward a few months, now Bitstamp looking to get Europe's blessing so that they can become one of the major cryptocurrency exchanges for crypto trading. I mean, Ripple's been going about it the right way, guys. Even the fact that Anchorage Digital has been listing XRP, and I have a feeling they've been listing it even during the SEC lawsuit. I'm really upset that we cannot find that on Wayback Machine. Nevertheless, guys, I think it's very clear where this market's going. Don't let the day-to-day moves distract you. Make sure you're focused. Make sure you have a plan. Or you can follow me and see what I'm doing on Patreon, patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.